What's up, y'all? Welcome back. We're going to be jumping into Matthew chapter 5. I'll probably have some slides on the screen to kind of break down the chapter, and also I'll probably break it up into 2 or 3 parts just so you can grasp this chapter a little bit better. So yeah, let's get into Matthew chapter 5. Introduction to the Sermon on the Mount, and I will be reading from the NIV. Now when Jesus saw the crowds, he went up on a mountainside and sat down. His disciples came to him, and he began to teach them. He said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. Salt and light. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything, except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. All right, y'all. So let's kind of go over what the Beatitudes mean. So, understanding the Beatitudes. The Beatitudes describe the heart posture of those who belong to God's kingdom. The word Beatitudes comes from the Latin word beatitudo, which means blessedness or happiness. It comes from beatus, meaning blessed or happy. So in the Bible, the Beatitudes show the kind of attitudes and heart qualities that brings God blessings. So each blessed are statement teaches how living with humility, mercy, purity, and faith leads to true spiritual fulfillment. So, verse 3 is, "Blessed are the spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." So this poor isn't talking about financially. This means realizing you need God and that you're aware of your spiritual need. Saying, I can't save myself, or I need God for everything. And the blessing here is, theirs is the kingdom of heaven, which means access to God now, a relationship with Him now, and citizenship in the kingdom now. So God's kingdom belongs to those who know they need Him. In verse 4, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." So this mourning is over sin and brokenness. Mourning sin does not mean constantly beating yourself up, feeling unworthy all the time, or never feeling peace. Biblical mourning, this is not who I was created to be. And so the blessing here is God brings deep comfort, healing, and restoration. And then verse 5 is, "Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth." Obviously, to the world, if you're meek, you're just weak. You're not strong. You don't have a backbone. You can't stand up for yourself. But biblically, meek is strength under control, You're gentle and not retaliating. So this attitude fosters peaceful relationships and encourages a spirit of generosity and kindness towards others. Regardless of how they're acting towards you, they could be mean, they can be talking bad about you. And so the blessing here is God will lift the humble. Verse 6, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. So this is just underlying hunger and thirst. You're wanting that relationship with God. You're craving for a life aligned with God. And then the blessing here is God satisfies spiritual hunger. So you're hungry for that relationship with Him. You're wanting to be obedient, and so He gives us His word, which is the Bible. Because if you're feeding your flesh every day, your spirit is it's weak. That's why the blessing here is that God satisfies spiritual hunger. And then verse 7, blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. This beatitude emphasizes the importance of compassion and kindness in our daily interactions and relationships. The blessing here is those who show mercy to others will receive mercy themselves. Verse 8, blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. So this calls for sincerity and integrity, encouraging followers to seek genuine motives in their thoughts and actions. They're not because it's being forced. It really has to come from a sincere place in your heart. And the blessing here is purity of heart leads to a deeper connection with God. Verse 9, blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. So peacemakers actively strive to create harmony in their communities. This beatitude highlights the value of reconciliation. And so the blessing here is they reflect God's character of His children. Verse 10, blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So kingdom people will face opposition no matter what, because people who live God's way or who are obedient to God, their values are different than worldly people. But the blessing here is heaven's reward is greater than earthly suffering. Continue, as you've heard before, continue fighting that good fight, because it's worth it. Regardless if you lose friendships, people start talking bad about you, they call you names or think you're doing too much, but people just throw sin in your face like it's nothing. Like it's completely okay. Every day, everywhere you go, social media, real life, sin is just in your face, and people are okay with it. And so keep going, keep living by God, keep being obedient to God. We're moving on to salt and light. This is probably one of my favorite metaphors. Verses 13 to 16. You are the salt, exploring the meaning of preservation and flavor. So, salt is essential for life. What does it do? It preserves food and enhances flavor. In a spiritual sense, we are called to preserve goodness in our communities and enrich the world around us. You are the light. So embracing our role to illuminate the world. Light serves as a beacon of hope and clarity, guiding us through challenges and illuminating pathways, reminding us of our role to shine brightly in the world. So, living as salt and light, embracing our impact on the world. So, preserve goodness. We are called to maintain integrity and uphold truth. ensuring that our actions align with our values in every aspect of life. Shine by example. Our lives should reflect positive attributes, inspiring others to follow our lead. Demonstrating kindness and compassion can illuminate the path for those around us. And then influence positively. We have the power to affect meaningful change in our communities. By actively engaging and serving, we can create a ripple effect of goodness and light. The second part, we're going to continue on Matthew chapter 5, and we're going to start on the fulfillment of the law. So we'll be learning more about murder, adultery, divorce, oaths, eye for eye, and love for enemies. So see y'all in the next video.